Hello, beautiful beings. Welcome to the second edition of the Let Your Light Lead meditation journey. In this second practice, we'll be focusing on the awakened lotus of the heart. And this meditation is focused on cultivating compassion, both compassion for ourselves and compassion for all those beings all over the world. Our heart is the center of love, compassion, caring, and really change. We have the innate capacity to create more love and compassion in the heart space. And this is really where our fulfillment and our purpose for living thrives from. In terms of self-compassion, there are three elements of self-compassion. The first is the acknowledgement that this is the moment of suffering. Because we live, we suffer, and that's one of the few truths of being alive here on this earth. The second element of self-compassion is that suffering really is the connective tissue between all of humanity. Every human on this earth suffers, and that truly is our common denominator. And the third is that we possess the power to cultivate connectedness and to cultivate compassion. And so in this third element of self-compassion, we must ask ourselves, are we able to bring kindness into our hearts in this moment? And this meditation is focusing on the heart chakra. So this is the heart space. When I refer to the heart space, this is what I'm talking about, this center space right in the heart chakra, as yogis call it. And I'll be weaving in a Buddhist lotus meditation. So using the metaphor of the lotus to awaken the heart space. If you don't know, a lotus is a beautiful flower that grows in Southeast Asia, and it grows out of the mud and out of the murkiness and out of the water. So from the murkiness and mud of a pond or a lake grows this beautiful flower. And that really is a symbol of the truth that our strength stems from our suffering. And if we can transform our relationship with suffering in our lives and in our internal landscapes, then we can transform our lives. So we will be journeying inward and really focusing on the heart space in this next meditation of the awakened lotus of the heart. So once again, we're going to begin this meditation with 3 chimes of the heart chakra crystal bowl. We'll also end with 3 chimes of the bowl. And in between, we'll be going inward and focusing on the heart space. Begin bringing awareness and focus to the flow of breath. Once again, returning to this powerful tool for presence. And slowly inviting each breath to be a gift and receiving the breath as nourishment and as a guide inward. Gandhi said, our actions express our priorities. And you've made a choice to sit here today, to go inward and embark on the most courageous journey of all, the journey inward. Allowing the breath to be our guide on this journey. Notice where the breath lands. Where in the torso does the breath land? And without much effort or manipulation, perhaps you soften the belly and invite the breath to filter into the abdomen. And as you begin settling your body into the space, bring your awareness to the crown of your head, envisioning that golden thread pulling your crown towards the cosmos. Sensing your seat beneath you, wherever you are sitting right now, rising up to support your existence, to support your path, and to support your intentions for living. So utilizing your intention, your sankalpa, and bringing it into your consciousness right here and now. What is your heart's desire? In our first meditation, the power of presence, we excavated intention. So threading that sankalpa, that intention into this present moment experience, begin repeating your intention internally as your mantra. Your mantra of manifestation, this powerful sacred utterance. Placing that intention, either a single word or a phrase, right there in the forefront of your mind. And then dropping that intention into the heart space, the heart chakra, resting your sankalpa on the altar of your heart and nourishing it with each and every flow of breath. What is your heart's calling? If we become quiet enough, we can hear the whisper of the soul's needs, the soul's desires. And as you sit here in meditation, as you continue cultivating a mindful awareness of all that's present, perhaps it's possible to feel a sense of aliveness and gratitude in the heart space for your journey, but not just the peaks of your journey, but also the valleys. All that you've been through up until this moment, all of the tears and suffering, laughs, and moments of elation, woven together as your life story, the richness. This is who you are. And through the struggles, you build a tremendous amount of strength. Compassion is the feeling that arises when confronted by another's suffering. And when our hearts blossom with compassion, when we witness suffering of another being, there's a piece of ourselves that we see within their soul. We journey through our day-to-day lives with so much defense. We put on those social masks, those professional masks, hiding pieces of who we are. But is it possible in this moment to embrace all the pieces of self? In order to be whole, we must be able to say we are both shadow and light. Because through the darkness, our light shines. Returning to the sensing and image of light, imagine a white, healing light shining down from the sky, enveloping your entire body, surrounding your body, flowing through your body. You are held in a cocoon of light. Stillness and silence are our wisest teachers. So for a few minutes of stillness and silence, imagine and sense this white light enveloping you, holding you, nourishing every inch of your body. Imagine this light flowing through you, illuminating every cell of your body, shining and shimmering throughout. Breathe in and breathe deeply, embracing fullness of breath, just as you embrace the radiant light flowing through you. We're in silence. Can you cut this out?
Oh, yeah.
Okay. Okay. Bring your awareness now to the center of the heart chakra, the birthplace of love and compassion for self and others. And as you focus on the quality of the heart, you might notice if it feels open and receptive, Perhaps it's more closed off or cold. Maybe you can detect the heart beating, or maybe it's hard to connect with the pulsing heartbeat. No judgment here, just a gentle and loving awareness. And bring to mind a situation where you felt harmed. Perhaps you felt betrayed or hurt, saddened. And as you bring up this image or memory of suffering and pain, imagine that your child self is feeling this sadness, betrayal, pain. And bring to mind an image of yourself as a child. This could be you as an infant, a toddler, or just a younger version of yourself. Allowing the facial expressions and presence of your younger child self to become vibrant and alive in your mind. Now imagine your adult self standing or sitting next to this child. Envision yourself witnessing this child's suffering, the sadness, the pain that's present. And notice what feelings are arising within you. What's here? Staying open and present, aware of the heart chakra. And if it feels available, allow yourself, your adult self, to embrace this child, your child self. Hugging them, perhaps bringing them closer with the heartfelt compassion and wholehearted love. Gifting this child self the comfort and support that they so deeply need. Notice what thoughts, images, and feelings arise without judgment and with full acceptance. And bring your awareness again to the center of the heart, bringing your hands in Lotus Mudra, heels of the hands together, pinkies and thumbs pressed, creating a bowl, a beautiful lotus bowl with your palms and fingers, bringing this Lotus Mudra to the center of the heart. And as you hold this sacred Lotus Mudra, imagine a bud, a lotus bud, in the center of the heart. And as you imagine that bud, close your lotus. Your lotus could be white, a soft pink, whatever your mind creates is exactly what should be present. And with each breath, envisioning this beautiful lotus bud in the center of your heart space, opening. One petal, one breath. And as this lotus in your heart opens a bit more, your hands follow until the very last petal reveals the crown jewel of the heart, your sacred source of love and compassion for self and for the world. The heart of humanity. Sense that opening, that receptivity, perhaps a flow of warm energy pulsing through the heart space. And just as the lotus flower grows from the depths of murkiness, our inner light, our inner power grows and stems from the depths of our suffering. You are an instrument of light. Breathe in. Congratulations, you've completed the second meditation in the Let Your Light Lead meditation journey. I want you to take a moment to check in with your heart space and notice what sensations and feelings might be present for you. You might notice a sense of opening and a blossoming, a receptivity to all that's here. Love and joy and peace, compassion. Or if it still feels guarded, again, no judgment. These practices are created to cultivate awareness of your internal experience. We don't want to attach too much to the outcome. It's simply a journey and a tool. So I invite you to continue utilizing this compassion-based meditation, the awakened lotus of the heart. I even encourage you to practice the meditation multiple times until we move on to the third edition of the Let Your Light Lead meditation journey. So stay tuned for the next meditation, the art of releasing fear. Namaste.